If you're serious about learning how to take control of your money and grow your wealth, you've come to the right place. So, buckle up because today's video is all about one of the biggest financial goals you can set: building a net worth of $1 million by the time you hit 40. And here's the best part. You don't need to be making six figures or have a trust fund to make it happen. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, $1 million? That sounds like a far-off dream, especially with bills, rent, and student loans stacking up. But trust me, it's more achievable than you think, with the right strategies and discipline. This isn't about get-rich-quick schemes or winning the lottery. It's about realistic, practical steps that everyday people can take to reach this milestone. Here's a quick stat that might blow your mind. Did you know that, on average, 20% of US households have a net worth of at least $1 million? And no, they aren't all CEOs or tech moguls. Many of them started just like you, with a plan, patience, and smart financial moves. Today, we'll break down exactly how you can join that group, even if you're starting from scratch. Ready to learn how? Let's dive in. Number 1. The right financial mindset. Let's start by addressing the most crucial part of this journey: your mindset. You might not think that what you believe about money matters, but trust me, it's everything. The mindset you adopt determines whether you'll achieve financial success or stay stuck in the same place. People who grow their wealth, especially to the level of $1 million, operate from a mindset of abundance. They believe it's possible, and they make their financial decisions based on that belief. When you adopt an abundance mindset, you start to look for opportunities instead of obstacles. Instead of thinking, "I'll never be able to save that much," you start asking, "How can I save more and invest wisely?" Shifting from a scarcity mentality, where you fear loss and failure, to an abundance mentality is key. It's the first step toward making better financial choices, and those choices will compound over time. Changing habits is another part of shifting your mindset. It's easy to get caught up in living paycheck to paycheck or spending impulsively, especially in a culture like the US, where consumerism is everywhere. But if you're serious about building wealth, you need to be mindful of your habits. Start small. Cut back on non-essential expenses. Avoid taking on high-interest debt, and always aim to live below your means. It might sound boring, but remember, wealth isn't built on excitement. It's built on consistency. Long-term thinking is crucial when building wealth. Americans often fall into the trap of wanting instant gratification, whether it's from the latest gadget, vacation, or dining out at trendy restaurants. But true wealth is a long game. If you can delay gratification and focus on your larger financial goals, you'll be far ahead of those who spend for the short-term thrill. Picture this. If you consistently save and invest wisely over 10, 15, or 20 years, your future self will thank you for not succumbing to every impulse buy. One more thing about your mindset: you have to understand the difference between being frugal and being cheap. Being frugal means prioritizing your spending, making sure that every dollar works hard for you. It doesn't mean you never have fun or buy things that make you happy. Being cheap, on the other hand, is cutting costs at the expense of your quality of life or your relationships. Smart frugality means finding value, not sacrificing happiness. Instead of dining out 5 times a week, maybe you cut that to once or twice and cook more at home. Or instead of buying the most expensive car, you choose a reliable used vehicle that costs less. These small shifts will make a huge difference over time. Number 2, financial planning. Now that we've got the right mindset, it's time to dive into financial planning. You've probably heard the phrase, "Failing to plan is planning to fail." And when it comes to money, this couldn't be truer. Without a solid plan, your financial goals will remain just that, goals. But with a plan, they can become reality. The first step in your financial plan is to create a monthly budget. Budgeting is the foundation of any financial success story. It's not about restricting yourself. It's about giving yourself the freedom to spend on what truly matters. In the US, many people use apps like Mint or NAB. You need a budget to track their income and expenses. These tools make it easy to see where your money is going and where you can make adjustments. Start by listing all of your fixed expenses: rent, utilities, transportation, insurance, and then your variable expenses like groceries, entertainment, and dining out. Once you've done that, you'll have a clear picture of your spending habits, and you can make more informed decisions about where to cut back and how much to save. Next, let's talk about the 50/30/20 rule. This is a popular budgeting method that helps you allocate your money. 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings and investments. But here's the thing: if your goal is to build a $1 million net worth, you might want to tweak this formula. Instead of 50/30/20, consider something more aggressive like 40/20/40, where 40% of your income goes towards savings and investments. The more you can save and invest now, the more your money will grow over time. And trust me, those extra percentages you put away will compound into something much bigger in the future. One crucial part of any financial plan is having an emergency fund. Life is unpredictable. Medical emergencies, job losses, or unexpected repairs can throw your finances off course. That's why financial experts recommend having an emergency fund with at least 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. Keep this money in a liquid, safe account like a high-yield savings account or U.S. Treasury bills. These options provide easy access to your cash while still offering some interest. Speaking of financial risks, if you have any kind of debt, especially high-interest debt like credit card balances or personal loans, you need to make getting rid of it a top priority. In the US, the average credit card interest rate is around 16 to 18%, which can eat away at your ability to save and invest. One strategy to tackle debt is the debt snowball method, where you focus on paying off your smallest debts first to build momentum. Another method is the debt avalanche, where you pay off the debt with the highest interest rate first, saving more on interest in the long run. Whichever method you choose, reducing your debt load is essential for building long-term wealth. Section 3. The power of investing. Let's be real. Saving money alone isn't going to get you to $1 million. If you really want to build wealth, you need to make your money work for you, and that's where investing comes in. In the US, most people build their retirement savings through vehicles like 401(k), S, and IRAs, but individual investments play a key role in hitting that $1 million mark. The magic of investing lies in something called compound interest. Think of it like this: when you invest, you earn interest not just on your original amount, but also on the interest that has already accumulated. Over time, this creates a snowball effect where your money grows exponentially. For example, if you invest $500 per month in an S&P 500 index fund, which has historically returned about 7% annually, your money could grow to around $250,000 in 20 years. And that's just with consistent investing. Imagine what happens if you start earlier or increase your contributions over time. Diversification is another key principle of smart investing. This means spreading your money across different types of investments to reduce risk. Let's talk about some of the most common investment vehicles available to Americans. First, there's the Roth IRA and the traditional IRA. Both are tax-advantaged accounts, but they work differently. A Roth IRA allows your investments to grow tax-free, meaning you won't pay taxes when you withdraw the money in retirement. On the other hand, a traditional IRA gives you a tax break up front. You won't pay taxes on the money you contribute, but you will when you take it out later. Depending on your financial situation, one may make more sense than the other, but both are excellent tools for long-term wealth building. Then there's the 401(k), which is a retirement account offered by many employers. One of the biggest advantages of a 401(k) is the employer match. Many companies will match your contributions up to a certain percentage. If you're not taking advantage of this, you're leaving free money on the table. Make it a priority to contribute at least enough to get the full match. And if you can, aim to max out your 401(k) contributions every year. For those looking for safe, low-risk options, fixed income investments like U.S. Treasury bonds, certificates of deposit, CDs, and money market funds can be a good fit. These options won't give you huge returns, but they offer stability and are ideal for conservative investors or those who want to balance out riskier investments in their portfolio. Now, let's talk about the stock market. If you're just getting started with investing, one of the easiest ways to dip your toes into the U.S. stock market is by investing in exchange-traded funds or ETFs. A popular choice is the S&P 500 ETF, which gives you exposure to the top 500 companies in the U.S., including giants like Apple, Amazon, and Microsoft. It's a great way to diversify your investments without having to pick individual stocks. However, investing in the stock market comes with risks, so it's important to understand the trade-off between risk and reward. Stocks tend to offer higher returns over the long term, but they also come with more volatility. That's why it's crucial to think long-term when investing in equities. Don't panic during market dips, and keep your focus on the bigger picture. Real estate is another powerful way to build wealth in the US. Whether it's through buying rental properties, investing in real estate investment trusts, REITs, or even house hacking, buying a multi-unit property, living in one unit, and renting out the others, real estate can provide both income and capital appreciation over time. One of the best things about real estate is the ability to leverage, meaning you can use borrowed money, a mortgage, to purchase an asset that appreciates in value, essentially multiplying your potential return on investment. Finally, let's discuss the long-term strategy known as buy and hold. This is where you invest in stocks or funds and hold onto them for decades, allowing them to grow through market cycles. Legendary investors like Warren Buffett have made fortunes with this approach. The key is not trying to time the market, but staying invested through the ups and downs. Over time, this strategy has proven to be one of the most reliable ways to build significant wealth. Section 4. Increasing your income. We've talked a lot about saving and investing, but there's another side to building a $1 million net worth: earning more money. The more you can increase your income, the more you can save and invest. So let's look at some ways to boost your earnings. One of the most effective ways to increase your income is by focusing on career growth. Whether that means negotiating a higher salary at your current job, switching to a higher paying field, or gaining new skills, increasing your primary source of income is essential. Many Americans don't realize the power of negotiation. Research shows that people who negotiate their salaries often make thousands more than those who don't. Don't be afraid to advocate for yourself. Additionally, investing in your education and skills can pay off big time. Online courses through platforms like Coursera, Udemy, or LinkedIn Learning can help you develop in-demand skills that lead to promotions and higher-paying job opportunities. Another way to increase your income is through side hustles. In the US, side hustles have become incredibly popular as a way to earn extra money outside of your full-time job. Whether it's freelancing, starting a small online business, or participating in the gig economy, think Uber, DoorDash, or TaskRabbit, side hustles offer flexibility and the potential to add significant income to your bottom line. Freelance platforms like Upwork and Fiverr are great places to start if you have a skill you can market, whether it's writing, graphic design, or even virtual assistants. Let's not forget about passive income. Unlike side hustles, which require active effort, passive income streams generate revenue with little ongoing work. Examples include earning dividends from stocks, creating and selling digital products, or investing in rental properties that provide a steady income stream each month. The more you can build passive income streams, the closer you'll get to financial independence. Section 5. Staying the course and avoiding pitfalls as you work toward your $1 million goal. There are a few pitfalls to watch out for. One of the biggest traps is lifestyle inflation. This happens when you start making more money and, instead of saving or investing it, you increase your spending to match your new income. Suddenly, that raise you worked so hard for is eaten up by a more expensive car, bigger house, or more frequent vacations. To avoid lifestyle inflation, it's important to stay grounded in your financial goals and resist the temptation to keep up with others. Focus on living below your means, even as your income increases. Another key to success is patience and consistency. Building a $1 million net worth doesn't happen overnight. The US stock market has its ups and downs, and there will be times when your investments take a hit. But those who stay the course and continue investing through the rough patches are often rewarded in the long run. The key is to avoid panic selling during market downturns and remember that wealth building is a marathon, not a sprint. Finally, stay educated. Personal finance is an ever-evolving field, and the more you learn, the better equipped you'll be to make smart financial decisions. Books like The Millionaire Next Door or resources like Bogleheads are great places to start if you want to dive deeper into investing and wealth-building strategies. Keep expanding your knowledge and stay curious about ways to improve your financial health. Conclusion: so there you have it. A complete guide to building a $1 million net worth by the time you're 40. We've covered mindset, budgeting, investing, increasing your income, and staying disciplined over the long haul. Remember, anyone can achieve this goal with the right strategies, persistence, and a bit of patience. Now it's time to take action. Start today by setting your financial goals, creating a budget, and committing to investing consistently. The sooner you start, the sooner you'll see the results. And don't forget, this isn't about luck or getting rich overnight. It's about making smart choices and staying the course. Before you go, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more tips and strategies to help you achieve financial